Tired of waterlogged gardens? See how raised bed gardening could be your solution to a healthier, more vibrant garden. Imagine a garden that doesn't become a muddy mess after every rainstorm, one that gets the perfect amount of water, never too much or too little. This isn't just a gardener's dream, it's a reality you can achieve with raised bed gardening. But what makes it so special? Why are so many gardeners turning to this method? So what exactly is a raised bed garden and why should you consider it? Raised bed gardening is a simple concept that has a profound impact on your garden's health. So, what exactly is it? Picture a large planting box, filled to the brim with nutrient-rich soil, elevated above the ground level. This is the essence of raised bed gardening, a practice that has been embraced by gardeners worldwide due to its numerous benefits. The structure of a raised bed allows gardeners to fill it with a custom soil mix, creating an ideal environment for plant roots to thrive. This is a stark contrast to traditional in-ground gardening, where plants are at the mercy of existing soil conditions. With a raised bed, you're in control. You can create the perfect blend of soil, compost, and other organic matter to enhance the fertility and structure of your growing medium. And there's more. Not only do raised beds offer better soil conditions, but they also promote healthier root systems. In traditional gardens, plant roots often struggle to extend deeply due to compacted soil. However, in a raised bed, roots encounter less resistance. They can grow deeper and more freely, allowing plants to access the nutrients and moisture they need to flourish. Imagine a plant's root system as a network of tiny straws, sucking up water and nutrients from the soil. Now imagine these straws are free to extend as deep as they want, accessing a wealth of resources. This is the power of raised bed gardening. It provides plants with the optimal environment for growth, resulting in healthier, more vigorous plants. But the beauty of raised bed gardening goes beyond just soil and roots. It also makes gardening more accessible. No more bending over or kneeling on the ground. With raised beds, gardening becomes a more comfortable and enjoyable activity. Raised bed gardening is not just about growing plants, it's about nurturing them, providing them with the best possible environment for growth and, in return, reaping the fruits of your labor. But the benefits don't stop at just better soil conditions. Raised bed gardens offer a world of customization that can suit any garden size or aesthetic. One of the most versatile aspects of raised bed gardening is the sheer variety of materials you can use to construct your beds. From sturdy, weather-resistant wood to eye-catching stone, your choice of material can be both functional and aesthetically pleasing. Wood, for instance, is a classic choice. It's easy to work with and lends a charming, rustic feel to your garden. Cedar and redwood are particularly popular due to their natural resistance to rot and pests. However, do remember that wood will eventually decay, so it may need replacing every few years. If you're aiming for a more durable and long-lasting option, stone or brick could be your pick. They can withstand the elements and add a touch of class and permanence to your garden. While they may require more effort to install, they more than make up for it in longevity and style. Then there's the eco-friendly route. Recycled materials like old pallets, plastic containers, or even corrugated metal can be repurposed into unique and sustainable raised beds. This is a great way to minimize waste while adding character to your garden, but the customization doesn't stop at materials. The design of your raised beds can be tailored to your specific needs and preferences. Want a high bed to avoid bending down? No problem. Need a narrow bed to fit a small space? Absolutely doable. Fancy a tiered bed for a bit of drama? Go for it. The possibilities are as limitless as your imagination. The beauty of raised bed gardening is that it's not just about the plants. It's about creating a garden that reflects who you are. From the choice of materials to the design of the beds, every element can be customized to express your personal style. So whether you're a fan of the rustic charm of wood, the sturdiness of stone, the sustainability of recycled materials, or a mix of everything, raised bed gardens can accommodate your preferences. And with the freedom to design your beds as you please, you can create a garden that's as unique as you are. With all these customization options, raised bed gardens can truly be a reflection of your personal style. Another major advantage of raised bed gardening is improved drainage. Now this is not just about avoiding the unsightly puddles that a traditional garden might have after a heavy rain. This is about the health and productivity of your plants. Raised beds offer a solution to many of the drainage issues that plague traditional gardens. The elevated design allows water to flow freely, preventing the soil from becoming waterlogged and saturated. This is critical, as excessive water can lead to root rot, a common killer of plants. Root rot is caused by a lack of oxygen reaching the plant's roots, and this happens when the soil is too wet. In contrast, Raised beds provide an environment where water drains efficiently, allowing the roots to breathe. This not only prevents root rot but also encourages healthier, stronger root growth. And as any seasoned gardener will tell you, a plant with a robust root system is a happy, productive plant. Improved drainage also helps prevent soil erosion. In a traditional garden, heavy rains can wash away precious topsoil, taking with it the nutrients needed for plants to flourish. But with raised beds, the soil stays put. The sides of the raised bed act like a container, holding the soil in place even during the most torrential downpours. This doesn't mean that raised beds are impervious to overwatering. It's still essential to be mindful of how much water your plants are getting. But with the improved drainage that raised beds offer, you've got a much better chance of avoiding the damp conditions that can lead to plant diseases and pests. So, whether you're growing delicate herbs, robust vegetables, or beautiful flowers, improved drainage can make a significant difference in the health and yield of your garden. It's one of the many reasons why raised bed gardening is such a game changer. But don't just take our word for it. Or hear from gardeners who have switched to raised beds and have seen the benefits firsthand. Let's start with Martha, a gardener from Vermont who transitioned to raised beds 4 years ago. The difference is night and day, she says. My plants are healthier, my harvests are larger, and I no longer have to worry about soil erosion or water stagnation. It's as if my garden took a deep, rejuvenating breath when I introduced raised beds. Next, we have Tom from Colorado who shares his experience. Raised bed gardening has been a game changer for me, Tom expresses. The soil in my area is quite rocky and poor in nutrients. Raised beds allowed me to customize my soil mix, leading to a dramatic improvement in plant health and yield. Then we have Priya, a city dweller from New York who has made the most of her small rooftop space with raised beds. I've always loved gardening, but living in a city, space was a constraint. Raised beds were the perfect solution. Not only do they provide excellent drainage, but they also make gardening accessible and enjoyable in a limited space. Our last testimonial comes from Mike, a master gardener from California. Raised beds provide an excellent opportunity for crop rotation, which is vital for maintaining soil health, Mike points out. I found that my plants are less prone to diseases and pests since I started using raised beds. The improved soil aeration and drainage have significantly boosted my garden's productivity. These are just a few examples of gardeners who have reaped the benefits of raised bed gardening. From improved soil health and drainage to increased yield and accessibility, raised beds offer a multitude of advantages that traditional gardening simply can't match. So whether you're a seasoned gardener looking for a way to improve your garden's productivity, or a city dweller trying to make the most of your rooftop or balcony, raised bed gardening can be a game changer. Are you ready to elevate your gardening game? As you can see, raised bed gardening offers a multitude of benefits. It's not just about better drainage or the improved soil quality, though these are certainly significant aspects. Raised bed gardening is about taking control of your garden, customizing it to your needs, and creating an environment where your plants can truly thrive. From choosing your materials to designing the layout, every step in building a raised bed is an opportunity to make your garden more efficient and more beautiful. The testimonies we've heard today are just a few among countless gardeners who found success in this approach. So why not give it a try? Start small if you need to, with just one raised bed. But start. Experiment with different crops, play around with designs, and watch as your little patch of earth transforms into a vibrant, productive garden. Ready to elevate your gardening game? Start your raised bed gardening journey today.